Hi, and welcome to the American Road Trip. We are smack dab in the middle of the LA Auto Show, and this is the media coverage, which is Thursday. It opens up Friday to the general public. All around me is an amazing display. The Subaru Forester, 2018 Subaru Forester. Now, I've always liked the Forester, but I didn't like it as much until the new Forester came out, the new body style, which I liked it even more. I don't know if that sounded right, but what I meant was I like it better now with the new body style than the older one. And the reason why is because it looks better. It looks more muscular. You know, us guys, we like to drive muscular cars, and the Subaru did it. They really did it. Because before, it's nice. I like the all-wheel drive. I like the drivability of it. But they redesigned it, and it had more muscular, so it appealed to me even more, because now it was like, hey, this is kind of pretty nice as a road trip car. I can enjoy driving it. It works as an off-road vehicle. You can go on long trips with it. Gets good gas mileage. Pretty good range, and it's dependable. It's a good car. One thing I have noticed about Subaru and their designs and their buttons and such like that, it looks like there's a lot of sharp edges. You know, there's a lot of angles to it. I think Cadillac did that for a while. Cadillac is starting to get out of that, where everything looks like if you touch it, you're going to cut yourself. I don't want to cut myself, but it looks like this particular Forester has less of those angles, but I can still see some on the steering wheel. It's not a deal breaker. It's still nice. It feels good. I look it out the window and I can see like a hood scoop, which I think the previous one had too. I dig that. It makes me feel like, hey, there's some muscle under there, even if there's not. But it still looks cool. There's plenty of room for my legs. I can see the passenger side. Looks like there's plenty of room over there. The back seat looks pretty good. It's a small, compact kind of vehicle, but it's still comfortable. It doesn't really feel like it's compact. Yeah, that's right. It doesn't feel like it's compact. But I think this would work in both overlanding and road tripping, and you get good gas mileage, you get good power. They're dependable. Nice car. These are really nice. They have a big sunroof. I can see above the hood. I can see around me. I think this will be a good road trip car. In fact, I think I want to, hey Subaru, can I take one of these on a road trip and review it? I think it would be good. All right. All right, now I'm getting into the 2018 Honda Accord. The Honda Accord is here. Hondas are typically pretty good. In fact, very good. Probably on the #1 and #2 list of really great cars and dependable cars and comfortable cars. This is the new 2018 Accord, and now the dash, their instrument panel is completely blacked out because it needs power, and there's no power plugged into this one on this display. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. I can imagine it being very pretty nice. Interior, you know, it looks okay. It's not jumping out at me as wow, it's fantastic, but it looks typical Honda good. Does that make sense? Honda good. Yeah, Honda good makes sense. Typical Honda good. All the controls are right here on your fingertips. Everything's on the steering wheel. This must be like also a leather car, so it's at least the EXL. Probably navigation. So it's got everything Honda makes. Everything is on the steering wheel. You have a HUD display as well, a tripometer right here on the dash, memory seats, all the sensing that Honda has with the assist to stop and the cruise control assist and such, active braking, whatever all that stuff is called. But every car seems to have it these days. Looks like there's good storage with some USB ports, a power port. Does have a sport mode for the transmission, which is good. Brake hold and parking, which is similar. Does have paddle shifters, which is nice. And you know, I think a Honda is a very good road trip car to get you where you want to go, but it's never about the car when you're driving a Honda. When you think about a Honda, you just want a car to get you where you want to go, or you don't have to worry about it. That's really what a Honda is. You don't want to worry about it anyway, but the car itself really doesn't offer any excitement along the way. Besides, yes, it has good power. They do have some good power motors. It handles well, but you're still, it's a family sedan. There's not a lot of excitement. Now, I haven't driven the new 18 yet. Driven the 17 and the 16. Very nice cars, very comfortable, and you feel good going down the road. It's secure. So we'll see what the 18 is. I'm sure it's the same thing. It probably has a bit more power, and but the interior, I mean, it looks like an update that it was time for them to do. That's what it looks like. Nothing spectacular, but it was time for them to do it. Okay, there's your Honda Accord. Nice car. This is the Toyota Camry, the 2018 Toyota Camry. Now this car also, like the Accord, Honda Accord has been around a long time, and they've been competing with each other just like Ford and Chevy. Now the instant differences between this and the Accord is this one looks like there's more thought into the dash, into the instruments. Now, probably the thought process with Honda was, we want to make it plain. We want to make it just, you see it, you push it, you do this, very non-threatening. I don't know what would be the word for it, but it's a lot simpler. This one's got a lot more. This one has a lot more going on, and whether that's good or not, I guess would be a personal preference. But I think Camry is more about more excitement for the driver, more driver experience than the Honda. The Honda is just an A to B kind of deal. Right, A to B. And I think Toyota is too. Now, Toyota, very dependable, lots of good power, first class, but I think they're trying to do a little bit more in styling in the dash and the way the car looks on the outside and for the driver experience. So road trip wise, I think a Honda driver is going to be just fine, and the Toyota driver is going to be feeling a little bit more exhilarated. I think so. I'm a big Honda fan. I like Hondas, and I'm not even a Toyota guy. Toyota's not my favorite line of cars, but what Toyota is doing with the Camry these days, I think is bringing me over, because it looks good. It has all the features, everything that they do, but the driving experience, that's what it comes down to, right? That's what we want on our road trip. What are we doing on our road trip? Are we just driving? Are we just seeing the sights? Do we want to have an experience with the car that we're driving as well? And those are questions that we have to ask, and that's what we need to do when we're looking at cars. What fits for us? And if someone wants something that's dependable, a family car, get you A to B, and have a little bit more driver experience, driver enthusiasm. If you like driving, the Toyota Camry is probably going to be a better fit than the Honda. If it doesn't matter to you, either one's going to be okay. That's what I'm thinking. Nice car. Nice car. The dash, it's got its angles to it. Don't know if that's really, I'm really a fan of the different angles that they put in it, but everything is functional and where it should be for easy access. And when I'm sitting in the seat, I feel good. I feel secure. I feel like, hey, you know what? This is kind of a driver's car. Yeah, I think more so than the Honda Accord. I think the Honda Accord is fine, but I think this one is probably going to be a little bit better in my way. The way I like to drive anyway. I like to feel the car, I like to feel the road, I like to have that experience. I think the Toyota Camry is doing it. Very nice car. Now I'm in the back seat of this Camry. It's comfortable. It's not bad, there's plenty of headroom. I'm about 6'2", 6'3", and the leather's not as leathery. Oh, you know what? Camry does not use real leather. That's why it does not feel as leathery. Simulated leather. So if that's okay with you, then it'll be okay with you. Plenty of legroom, it seems. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm okay. I think I'm sitting back here. I'd still want to take breaks every once in a while, though. But it's not bad. This particular color looks like that orange candy that's like soft candy, but it's orange. Look like orange peels, but it's like this medium thing, textured candy. I don't know, whatever. That's what these seats remind me of. Anyway, nice car. Okay, this is the 2018 Chevrolet Colorado. And right now I am sitting with the seat all the way back. And it's far. And I need to actually bring the seat up a little bit. I like to do that. I like to put the seat all the way back before I get in, because you never know what your legs are going to hit when you get in there, like the steering wheel. So I just brought the seat up a lot, and I still have room. That's pretty neat. Now the Colorado this is a new body style. It's been around for a couple years now, and what I like about it is it's comfortable, and the dash is not in your face dash. It's not, hey, look at me, look at me. It's just a nice, curvy, rounded dash that's functional. It looks okay. It looks really good, actually. There doesn't look like there's a lot of fancy stuff that you don't need. Everything is where it should be, right, because you need it there. It does have a center screen, of course. Steering wheel is leather wrapped, so it's pretty good. It does have the thumb holds, or the places for your thumb. A lot of these cars do. They do now have the places for your thumbs. And I've been looking out the window. They got the nice hood there, and there's lots of visibility, and it's comfortable. Now, it's a smaller truck, but it feels like it has some good room in here. You can tell it's smaller than the big size, but the passengers, they still have room. Like I said, I put the seat all the way back. I got lots of room, and but it's a nice functional truck, and it looks good too. And they come in different motors. There's even a diesel version, ZL2, something like that, Z1L2. I got to get it right. Which has a diesel motor. It's off-road package. It has the front skirt that's not there anymore to make more clearance for going over rocks and such. However, but there's also a 4-cylinder motor and a 6-cylinder motor available. And I'd probably want to go with the 6-cylinder because you want to have that power. The 4-cylinder will probably get you around pretty good. It's probably a good motor, but it probably works pretty hard for the car. I just prefer the 6. Just give you an extra little oomph when you need it. But you know, like I'm telling you, I'm comfortable in this. I could probably be pretty happy driving this, and it's nice too. It seems comfortable for a road trip. It doesn't feel like when you're driving it you're going to be tired. It doesn't feel like it's going to beat you up, and it doesn't make you feel small either when you're driving a truck that's actually smaller than, let's say, a Silverado. It doesn't make you feel small. It actually very similar to the Silverado in the way it feels and the shape of it, and I'm not embarrassed. I mean, you know, I think sometimes maybe more guys, they say, "I need a full-size truck," but this feels like a full-size truck. It does. It feels like a full-size truck, and you're going to get better gas mileage than a full-size truck. You can still get four-wheel drive. You can still tow. Now, if you need the full size, I totally get it. I still like the Silverado, but there's nothing wrong with this car. Nothing wrong with it at all. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2018 Camaro ZL1. 650 horsepower. And I think when you drive in this car, you can feel every single horse. When I sit in this car, it's like the Land Rover. It feels at home. It feels home. And it's comfortable. It has the features that you're looking for. It has paddle shifters. It has your gauges, very easy to see. It has digital display. It tells you all kinds of information. Center screen. This one has a 6-speed manual transmission. I think I remember hearing Jeff Gordon saying this is a 200-mile-an-hour car. I think he's right. Speedometer does go to 200 miles. I think this car would be matched up with any other car and would smoke them. The seat is comfortable. The suede steering wheel, and it has suede on the dash. That's much better than that crummy fake wood that Genesis had. Of course, Genesis and this car are completely different cars. I realize that. The seats are hugging. They hug you. They are ready for you to use all 650 horsepower. This car is incredible. Visibility, it's good. It's not the best compared to some other cars, but I think it's enough. This beckons the open road. And you know, it's almost a secret, because Camaro's history, they make great cars, but are they able to compete with the supercars? And I think this one can compete with the supercars. I want to turn it on and drive it. That's what I want to do. This car beckons you to drive across country. It doesn't even matter if you're just going to the store. You get in this car to go to the store, you're going to end up at the store across the country. This is a nice car. I'm holding the steering wheel tight. I'm holding it tight because I want to go. I want to drive this car. It's an amazing feeling. I would take this car over some of its competition. In fact, all of its competition. Over a Porsche? Depends on the Porsche. But if you can buy two, then why not just get this and the Porsche? If you got to buy one car, 650 horsepower for price-wise $60,000, $70,000, the Porsche is going to be twice as much, at least into the hundreds. Holy smoke. This is like a bargain. It's like, don't tell anybody, because we don't want Chevrolet to stop making them. Don't tell anybody, because we want them to keep making them. Just let the driver know what they got. Woof, nice car. Here, we've got an open canopy area, and here's a sunroof. The sunroof sticks up, and now we're back here. So now you can see what the sunroof is doing. It rolls all the way back. That's pretty neat. And the dash is pretty nice as well. Looks like the steering wheel looks pretty conventional, but it's nice. It's redesigned. The instruments has round gauges here, and that's pretty exciting. They look legible. Easy to see. The dash I like because it's not the red stuff. The red pictures we've seen online, but this looks good. This looks really good. It looks modern, and it still looks like an old friend, but a new friend. Very nice. Out the window, it looks very comfortable. Looks like it'd be really great to drive. Of course it would be great to drive. Why wouldn't it be? But I feel like I'm higher. I don't know, I feel comfortable in the seat as for the previous version. It does look, you know what, this Jeep looks less totalitarian. Is that the right word? Totalitarian? It looks less industrial, looks more modern, and it feels comfortable like another car, but we have the capability of a Jeep. Very exciting. I was very impressed by how it feels like a regular car. Now, we don't want the Jeep to be regular, most Jeep owners, and that's the whole point. I think Jeep did a very good job of finding that nicety of being a modern feel car, yet still have the Jeep Wrangler feel at the same time. It's easy just to make it all just a passenger car and then lose what the Wrangler had for so many years. But then how do you keep it from being so industrial feeling? But it was never a bad feeling, but yet it wasn't quite plush. It wasn't quite that every person's car. But now it is. It's a little bit more mainstream, yet still true to its Wrangler roots. I think that's very cool. And good job to Jeep.